Hello, everybody. This is episode. I'm not 100% certain, to be honest. I think 14 or 15 of the CCWC. I am your host, as always, Captain Turbo, and joining me tonight, I have our Triple C, Bloody Thunder X,
Yay.
our ever loving Lolicon, Open 100,
Oh, hi.
and we have the still a Payday 2 addict, Game Week 71.
Yeah, it happens.
And yeah, the first time ever we do not have our Scarecrow, whereas our ever-present Scarecrow unfortunately had to work. This was meant to be the Rumble 1990, but he really wanted to do that, and I didn't really feel like leaving him out since he's done every other episode since that. So we're taking a different path today. We are going to do the first 3 episodes of WCW Monday Nitro. Basically just to change things up a bit, and quite honestly, why not? I couldn't think of anything better to do so.
It happens.
Gentlemen, what is your experience with Nitro?
No.
I have only watched segments of it from time to time. I've never actually sat down to probably watch a full episode of it.
What about you, Opie?
Little to no experience whatsoever, but just watch, certain promos on YouTube and such. But that's about it.
You said nothing, Wiz?
Correct.
I have watched this episode. I have watched bits and pieces after that, but that's it. This is the only full episode I think I've ever seen. And that was a couple of years ago, so...
Also should mention, since we're seeing it on the screen right now, it's so here you have one of the best commentators there ever was. An alright commentator who was decent at his job and could at least, when he was on his game, was not too bad to listen to. And then you have Mongo.
Yeah.
The less said about him, the better.
The Mall of America? I believe this is the only...
Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mall of America, largest mall in the world.
Yep. And
And it's
starting
still-
things off with Juicing Thunder Liger, I think?
Mall,
Yep, that's
America,
Jushin
largest
Thunder
mall in the
Liger.
world. No.
And still stands today.
Does it?
Yes.
Well, to be fair, this was only, 24 years ago? Not even that?
95, yeah, that's
Roughly.
It's the
almost.
let me to correct. It's the largest mall in the United States, not in the world.
United States, yes.
Oh, we definitely don't.
That was-
I've not seen anything here in England nearly the same size. It's not like 3-layered anyway. We've got a place here in Sheffield called that's like a 2-layered big shopping center, but that's about it. This
'Cause
has
I
got
was
like
gonna
3
s-
fucking floors.
sorry.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's a huge mall. I was gonna say that was it can't be the biggest mall in the world, just because especially if I'm gonna end up being in an area in a week's time where there's a mall that's bigger than that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna go to larger mall.
Yes, the largest mall I think still in North America. In fact, West Edmonton Mall. I think.
Is just a heads up, we are watching Liger versus
Yep, largest in
Brian
North
Pillman.
America.
Actually, a good way to get people interested in the show with these two.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have anyone worth.
It's always a good
Start-
idea to stick out on the cruiserweights to get people interested in just the athletic stuff you'll see first before you get to all the stupid shit later on with the old folk.
Looks like
Right.
friggin' Power Ranger attire.
It does, doesn't it?
But, that is Jushin Thunder Liger's shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess we'll jump into modern stuff while the match is taking place. With SmackDown's just happened.
Oh,
Literally
no.
a couple minutes before we jumped into this, Kofi lost the
No.
gauntlet.
yep, because it's all to play in the storyline.
They don't have very long. I'll give it this though. SmackDown at the very least was better than Raw this week. Because, as I was saying as I complained about in the chat, I think it's the first time I've turned Raw off this year. In fact, probably in about a year. I couldn't watch any more of it past the halfway mark last night. The fucking show was just terrible.
Was that a botch?
That was botch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was, because the commentator even made fun of it.
It's just a good thing they're not chanting, "You fucked up, you fucked up."
Yeah, nowadays the crowd would totally do that.
Or back in these days, at least with VCW anyway.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Nowadays the crowd would just chant Botchamania and be done with it.
Botchamania.
Mania. Mania.
This show sucks. We are awesome.
How could
That
you?
one happened on an NXT takeover.
Really? On the
Deserved to
takeover?
get tossed out. Yep, that one happened at a takeover.
I do not recall that being at a takeover. I remember that
It
being
was
at a Raw.
takeover.
Which takeover, dude? Can you remember any matches from it?
I want to say. Well, I don't remember which match it happened during, but they did get tossed out as a result.
Good.
I mean, you can be disrespectful at the main pay-per-views all you want, because usually they suck, but no, takeovers are usually the only fucking light in WWE.
Yeah, if you disrespect the takeover, you deserve to get tossed out.
Yeah, agreed. At least they didn't bring a fucking beach ball.
Oh god, if people start bringing beach balls to that, you know takeover's quality is nosedived.
I mean, that was fine what he just did there, the Rolling Thunder thing, but there's been quite a few botches already in this match.
Jeez.
I've seen at least 2, maybe 3.
And we're not even at 2000s WCW.
I know.
Cause see that's like the one bit of WCW that I know.
I watched, like, well, I didn't watch the show or anything like Nitro or Thunder, but I had like 2 or 3 VHS tapes back in that day from that year, so yeah, it's definitely a lot different to what you expect when you're watching WWF all the time back at that point.
Right.
And apparently this is on the American network TNT.
Yes.
Yep. That's still a network, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Only reason I know anything about that was it used to share the same channel as Cartoon Network back when satellite was a new thing over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're watching cartoons, and then suddenly this new station pops up, and as a kid you have zero interest in it. It's like, I want my cartoons, damn it.
Back then when cartoons were good. Sorry, I grew up with the '90s.
No, I think I grew up. I will, honestly though, I will defend the new fucking DuckTales because I love that show.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it is fantastic. It's one of them. I'd say it's like top 20 shows of all time for me, cartoons anyway.
Nice dropkick counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you believe it? We're actually talking a little more about the event.
It's like we're not watching WWF or something.
It's like it's more towards our times, or more towards
It's a
what
bit
we're
closer
interested
to
in.
what we expect nowadays.
Yeah, to be fair,
Yes.
I mean, none of us grew up with either of these two guys, but there's definitely
No.
going to be some people on the show that we will be
Well,
more
Jason Thunder
familiar
Liger
with.
wrestled at a takeover.
Yeah, he had a match against,
Tyler,
was it Tyler Breeze? Really? I thought it was Sami Zayn, but
it was either Breeze or Zayn, one of those two.
I
Either way,
think
it was a good match.
It was Tyler Breeze. Actually, it was a good match considering that Liger, I think, was about 50 years old at the time.
And he could still go.
He can't really go here. He just botched a little bit there.
It happens.
Yeah, this is WCW.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really trying to... Is that Nick Patrick, by the way?
It looked like it.
Nick Patrick with a mullet. Wonderful. I wonder how fucking annoying it must have been for people who were just at the mall to go shopping and they had to fucking get around these huge fucking crowds.
I know.
They likely just closed off the section to say, "Hey, look, we're recording something here
That
or
meant a
whatnot."
lot of stores must have been shut down, though. They must have had to pay out a lot of money to get them to shut for a couple of hours.
Probably, yeah.
At least
Probably,
a
yeah.
day.
To compensate.
And Pillman wins.
Woohoo!
Brian fucking Pillman. Look at that!
Remember
Look at that
him.
elevator. I just want somebody to jump off the top of it. Macho Man with the elbow off the top
By
of
God Almighty!
You know,
what?
if WWE were to host an event there, you know Shane McMahon would jump
Oh
off
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
Jesus! God.
Same guy who jumped out of an helicopter. I don't care how many fucking reports it was an accident. He just wanted to do it.
Probably.
I mean, it was a fucking very botched match, but it was an okay opener for the first Nitro. Better than the first.
Despite it being pretty botchy, it was still
It was fast and chaotic, and it was a good way to draw in
it
attention.
held our attention.
Yeah, better than fucking Mania 1's first match, anyway.
Yeah, we're already off to a better start.
Yeah. Here, Sting.
Hi, Sting.
The man they call Sting.
Man called Sting.
You know, because
The
this was
pre-Crow
before then.
Sting.
Back when Sting was all about them colors.
To be fair, I mean, he is easily better known as Crow Sting, though. When anybody who thinks his name, it's definitely Crow Sting they go to first.
Yeah, I mean, it is what most of his career has been as since because he basically went to it in '96 and then, well, never went back.
Oh, hi, Hogan.
Hey, Hogan. The hell?
Mr.
Oh,
Hogan
no.
is
It's
presenting
Pastamania.
Mr. Hogan is presenting his failed pasta service.
Oh yeah, he owned this place, didn't he? Or at least had part
Had a
ownership or
namesake in it, I
something.
think. Like basically, it was, I guess, just a way to be like, dude, you could come here and try out pasta that Hulk Hogan recommends, or something like that.
Turned into a pirate.
The pirate.
I actually said at the end, but
I didn't catch that part.
It did sound like a pirate, though.
Arr. There's a pirate for you. Also,
Man,
hey,
that-
Jimmy Hart's in the
That
background.
food on the screen there actually looks really good. I'm actually quite hungry.
The big gold belt.
I
Easily the best fucking World Heavyweight Championship design
I
ever.
feel like
I
bringing it out right
bet
now.
I bet you would go there and it probably just tasted like crap.
Oh, absolutely. Probably because Hogan dropped some coke in it by accident.
Actually reminds me, like, you know how sometimes there'd be people like to put their namesake on like food.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan did that several years later with like a series of burgers. He had the Hulkster cheeseburger and the Hulkster chicken sandwich, and the thing is, they were things you put in the microwave.
You know what he should have called it? Hogan's Beefcake.
No, that wouldn't sell well.
It would be more inclined. It would be more in thinking with his, well, with what's
You
his
want some
name?
of this beefcake, brother?
The problem is, it would only sell well if it were Brutus.
Yeah.
Beefcake.
I'm
Also,
amazed.
hello.
I'll take
Actually,
1,000.
That's the native.
I'm actually amazed that Pastamania thing,
Woo!
like that whole promo, didn't go on for like 7 minutes because it's fucking Hulk Hogan. But they kept it short.
God, look at that piss-colored robe. It's horrible.
Looks like it belongs on a damn carpet. Some
Of a 70-year-old woman.
yeah, pretty much. Like a cat lady or some shit.
Yeah, apparently the Pastamania restaurant opened on Labor Day.
Really?
Yeah, that's so pretty
I'll,
much
I'll
what
pretend
we're,
I know what that is.
Sting.
So pretty
Hi,
much.
Sting.
Well, I mean, pretty much what we were. Pretty much, Nitro. To put it in perspective, Nitro was happening on the same day that Pastamania launched.
I mean,
Two big
that would
Goliaths being
explain
born on the
why
same
Hogan
day.
had that promo.
So this is a good
So-
fucking matchup to have on your first night, your first show as well. Sting versus Flair.
Yeah,
Have
the
they said
second match.
if they said if the United States Championships on the line or not?
Oh yeah, that's right.
The second ever match they had in WCW would be
Oh,
there's
here he
the big
comes.
that's
surprise.
Hi, Lex Luger.
He'll be your hero.
Uh-huh.
And this is the same match that ended Nitro.
Where is he? How come he hasn't brought his big jar of Ico Pro?
I love the fact that Bret Hart just gave that stuff to his neighbors because he couldn't stand it.
Yeah, it's funny because like they used to have like all the commercials for him about like, oh, I use Ico
It
Pro.
makes you wonder. I mean, fucking Randy Savage had all those fucking Slim Jim commercials. Did he even like those things?
It's a good question. Because I'm sure Lex liked the Ico Pro stuff
Oh,
because he was
probably fucking.
a bodybuilder before.
He probably bathed
I
in the
bet-
fucking shit.
Yeah, and then Brett was like, and then Brett's basically like, I was only in those commercials because I was getting paid. And also just because that was the WWF at the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy shit.
Yeah, if I remember, the reason
So-
they chose this night to host the first Nitro was Raw was actually not going to be on the air this night, so there was no reason for people not to watch it.
Yeah, that's a fair reason. So whilst this is going on, I found scans of what the Pasta Mania menu looked like back when it launched.
Go on.
Now, how
gonna-
much Hulk Hogan did it look like?
I'll post pictures of the menu so you guys can look at it as well, but
Fair enough.
I'll probably
Pasta
read it.
Mania.
Oh,
I'll probably
just a quick clarification. Something I got to tell you guys before. We're not going to be ranking this one just because it's not a pay-per-view, so.
Right.
And plus, it's
I
3
should also-
episodes.
I should also mention this for future reference sakes. This is something I only recently found out myself as well.
Hulkaroni and cheese.
Yeah. So yeah,
Racist ravioli.
as it turns out, you don't actually have. If you want to if you're in like a group and you want to start a call, but you don't want to like get everyone involved or something, if you hold the shift button and then before you join the thing to click the thing to join it, it will just note people that you started a call, and then people can just join in themselves if they want.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I only found that out recently. It's a shift click. You can go. It'll still notify people that you've started a call, but it doesn't bring. It doesn't. You don't get like the ringing thing basically that Discord does.
Yeah.
What ringing thing? You see, I don't hear that because I have all the notifications muted.
Oh, okay.
God, just look how fucking young Rick and Sting look here.
Just looking at the menu here. For the little pasta maniacs, Hulkaroni and cheese, cheeseburger pasta, or Hulkios.
But yeah, it basically just had like.
Sounds like Cheerios, but it's Hulkios.
Yeah, Hulkia sounds like a breakfast cereal.
It does actually, doesn't it? Sounds like a Cheerios knockoff.
I also like how they had beef stroganoff. Think about it, Hulk Hogan beef stroganoff.
God damn it! And it's also served with salad.
I like how he had something called the Hulk's Power Pasta as part of a main event special, which had panine pasta, chicken, veggies, and your choice of sauce.
Actually sounds quite good, actually.
And then the side dishes were called ringside dishes. And you could get a Hulkaroni and cheeseburger pasta Hulkios for Little Pasta Maniacs, $2.99.
No, there's probably be a lot more than that.
Pasta maniacs.
I also posted a picture at the bottom there what I guess they looked like. like what the pasta pieces themselves had looked like.
What did they actually say? What the attendance was for this show? Obviously, because they're a bit
Um,
restricted by
I
viewing
didn't hear any
space.
of it.
I don't recall that there being known attendance for the first episode.
Oh, by the way, we're not going to be like doing multiple episodes here. This is just one episode with 3 episodes of Nitro. So
Okay,
Well-
because the network actually does take a little bit of time to queue up the
yeah,
next
I
episode.
mean, we're not going to stop or anything. If you want to just take a quick break during that time and whatever, just keep it running. Essentially, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll actually be a few seconds behind perpetually.
Well, I can pause the video. I'm just not going to pause like the recording. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fair enough.
I don't know if I ever left in the fucking the switch over or not when I was perfectly legally capturing these.
Oh, boy.
Something else we can talk about. The fucking Kurt Angle's last opponent.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do we have to?
Yes, I want the rage, and thank you, Wiz, you're giving me the rage.
Do we have to? Don't want to.
So how about that that Kurt Angle
quote, was like-
versus someone that shouldn't be Baron Corbin?
Somebody who
But
should
it
not
is.
be in a big fucking match like that, who should be relegated to the under the giant memorial battle royal.
Baron Corbin, or as I like to call him, why do you have a job?
Here's the he's a perfectly decent wrestler. I don't even mind him being on the card. It's just not in a fucking big match like that.
He's an alright talent, like ring ability wise, he's alright, but his personality is about as
You can even cut a decent
entertaining
promo. He's just a
drywall
fucking
paint.
charisma vacuum.
But
Yeah.
that being said, though, it was told that backstage even Kurt Angle wasn't happy that he was told Baron Corbin was his Mania opponent.
His wife wasn't happy. She apparently posted something on Twitter.
The rumor going about is that
Even
Baron-
Matt Riddle was disappointed.
Because Matt Riddle wanted to be the opponent.
The rumor going about, apparently, from what I've heard, is that that Corbin Angle match is actually not even going to happen. It's just it's basically being used as a ploy to garner people's attention.
I heard the exact opposite. That it wasn't a ploy and it was actually happening.
Well, actually, yeah, that was the original plan, but I think at this point, due to backlash, they might actually
they
change
have
it.
to.
Well,
Like,
they'd be stupid to go through with the.
Like, here's the
match.
thing: it's not like a Roman Reigns main event.
Well, here's the thing.
We
that-
actually care about Kurt Angle.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's not even that. I mean, it's just Corbin doesn't fit the bill of like a fucking big match like that. That's a noteworthy match. That's going to be Angle's last in-ring appearance for WWE. He should not be the one to have that. I mean, there's so many other people. I mean, storyline wise, it makes a certain amount of sense, but just nobody but I think Vince wants to see that match.
What the fuck, Vince?
Like, I've discussed this elsewhere, but if it were a B-show pay-per-view,
Oh yeah, definitely, I
and
agree.
it not being Angle's last match, I would have been perfectly fine with it. Angle would get Angle would destroy Corbin, and we'd all be happy. But not on WrestleMania for a retirement match.
Nope. Sean gets Taker, Rick gets Sean, Kurt Angle gets Baron Corbin.
Oh, it's Arn Anderson.
Like I said,
One of these things is not like the other.
I honestly just hope they change it, because like whether it is or not, like I don't like, they should have known. They really
Oh.
should have.
Fuck, Arn and Rick going at it here. Sorry, this is
Oh, look at that.
actually
Arn
quite
Anderson.
interesting.
Looks like he's ready to spinebuster someone.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm getting a bit of a stiffy here.
Oh. Lex Luger wins by DQ.
Lex Luger, you mean Sting?
Lex Luger!
My bad. I got confused.
Yeah, because they look totally alike. Short hair, long hair, sleek, muscular. Yeah, I can see.
Oh, no,
I can
it's
see the
just-
problem.
Oh, look at our double A.
Go on.
But
Get in the ring, spinebuster somebody.
Oh, no, he's just
Well, he
getting
needs
his...
to.
Oh, give me my spine
I don't
buster.
know.
greatest spine buster in the world.
He needs a spine buster fix.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just if they don't change it, then oh boy, is people not gonna look at it well.
It's gonna become the piss break match, and it shouldn't be. It's Kurt Angle's last match.
Exactly. Like, you fucked up in your decision for opponent when Chicago, of all the crowds, is chanting, "You're not Cena, and we want Cena."
Yeah? You done fucked up big time.
A Macho Man.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Ray Trailer.
Oh wait, it's fucking Big Boss Man?
He's been dead since 2003.
No, that's Big Boss Man.
Yeah, that's Big Boss
Oh,
Man.
I
Yeah.
didn't even fucking recognize him.
Right.
I honestly, Boss Fed's like time in WCW was just they really didn't do anything well with him.
Do you
They
know?
gave him way,
Sorry, carry on.
they gave him like way too many gimmicks in the years he was there, and just it made people just not care about him.
Do you know what? Baron Corbin would have been fantastic if he had sort of like the Big Boss Man spot. Always there in the background. Occasionally might have some kind of storyline, but essentially he's just the background player who is an authoritarian or whatever the fuck the word is. That would have been the perfect role for Baron Corbin. But no.
Is it just me, or does this guy look like Sabu?
I think
Yeah.
it is
I'm
Sabu.
pretty sure it's just you, dude. You have
I
your own
don't
crack or
remember
something?
Sabu being in WCW.
He was, but I don't think for a very long time. Like, it wouldn't be too long before he was back in ECW, if I recall. I certainly didn't know he was on. I don't remember him being on the first show anyway, or at least even advertised for the first show. Advertised on the first show.
Mean Gene.
Mean.
I hope you were buried face down,
Oh, yeah,
so that all your
Representing your ass.
critics can kiss your
So they
ass.
can kiss your ass.
Yes. Love that.
I mean, it's what he said in his Hall of Fame speech, people.
Oh yeah.
So don't think I'm pissing on his legacy. Man.
You
Damn, I
said
looked this-
earlier that Sting and Flair was the main event, but that can't have been the main event. There's still about 25 minutes left, I think.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I'm taking a look at this. Oh, Sabu apparently debuts the following Nitro
Which we will see in a bit.
after
man.
this.
Oh boy.
A few matches announced here for WCW Saturday Night, which we won't be watching, and Fall Brawl War Games.
Apparently, he lasted in the company all of 2 months
Yeah, I know it wasn't for very long.
because he went back to ECW mid-November. Like, that's what confused me for me. I was like thinking this guy looks like Sabu, and then it hit me. Oh, it is Sabu.
Yeah, because it's like, wait, why is Sabu here?
What is Naboo doing in the Impact Zone?
Basu, why are you here at the Impact Zone?
We got her in IRS, or I think it was called VK Wall Street, I think, in WCW.
Possibly.
This guy is the father of Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas.
Where is Bray Wyatt?
Somewhere.
Seriously, he's a former fucking WWE champion, and he hasn't been on the fucking show for such a long time.
I think the fact this guy's cutting a promo, but the fact you could see some of the camera on the outside.
Yeah. If there's
You can
one,
tell this was episode 1.
yeah, I mean, if there's one thing you can always give WWF over WCW is, as much of a cunt I think Kevin Dunn is, the fact of the matter is that he is a better, he is better at the whole camera work stuff and all that. Whatever. And yes, he was VK Wall Street IRS.
Yes.
I thought as much. Could you imagine them, a fucking wrestling promotion hosting a event in the middle of a fucking mall like this nowadays?
Oh God, I hear Hogan's music.
He's
Oh, oh.
cocaine. Wait. He's cocaine made.
You actually have something
No,
prepared for his WCW
I had like the
theme?
first 3 fucking lyrics and that was it. Because it'd be grateful you got that much out of me because I only had an hour to think. And I was too busy trying to help Opa get this fucking Deoxys in Pokemon.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
You know, Real American may be cheesy, but his WCW theme is even cheesier.
He's got the good old white running through his veins. Can't think of much to be honest.
He was born.
Oh, here's something you'd never seen in the WWF. Jimmy Hart managing Hulk Hogan.
Oh, he was born and raised on good old cocaine.
Yeah.
He wears the marks of the needles on his sleeve. I will come up with something. I will actually come up with some lyrics if we ever decide to do more WCW stuff in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
I can quite easily turn out a song for Hogan's cocaine stuff with just a few words. I'm surprised we actually got it. I don't actually remember this match at all. I honestly thought Rick and Sting would have been the main event. Oh, it does.
But no, it's a Hogan match.
Yep. I do like the fact though that obviously Rick and Sting wrestled on the first Nitro and the last one. Hogan's actually looking pretty decent in terms of shape here. The old titties haven't started drooping too much yet.
The fuck was that?
My God.
Who knows?
Bossman versus Hulk Hogan.
Wasn't he like the Angel or something at this point?
Bossman at this point was billed as Big Bubba Rogers.
Ah. Oh, what the fuck? Fell right into the fucking middle rope there. Do you want to know what the funny thing is? Would anybody here have actually bought a fucking ticket, or they just go stand somewhere where they can actually get a
I
fucking view
know.
of the show?
That is a good point.
Just to clarify, I will be disappearing when the fucking promo after this starts because I need to take a piss and I can't hear it anyway.
No, don't leave us.
I'll only be gone for a couple minutes.
I know.
I'll at least
I'm
stay
aware.
around for the end of the match.
We'll try to come up with riffing material for the promo.
Just
Keyword there is
remember, if you
try.
do talk about me, I am the one that's going to be editing.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I always question why Hulk didn't do like a stylistic change when he went to WCW, where he reversed the colors of his like in-ring gear from
Oh, yeah.
yellow and red to red and yellow.
Well, I suppose it's just the fact that his name is more well known with the red and yellow.
Synonymous.
Yeah. Obviously, he did do the big change he never did in WWF in his early days, and that was turn heels eventually, so...
Yeah, and well, we all know how that went down.
It's such a shame. The NWI, I think, is still on paper one of the coolest ideas ever. It's just they couldn't fucking... Didn't have a good payoff, and it just went on way too
Well, I
fucking
mean,
long.
it started off with very well,
Right.
and
It started off with flying colors, and it just dragged on too long. Too many people got involved.
And
People
Hogan
got
decided to
very
politic.
lost in the shuffle, backstage politicking, especially by Hogan's part. People were getting held back, and then finger poke of doom.
The best place they could have ended it was at the I can't remember which show it was. I think I know it was the one where Hogan dropped the belt to Sting with Brett.
Starcade 97?
Was it Starcade? I knew it was either Starcade or Halloween Havoc, but I couldn't remember which. That would have been the best place to have like the NWO finally disband, but no, Hogan obviously decided to change the fucking outcome of the match by having Nick Patrick do a normal count instead of the fast count he was supposed to do.
Apparently, the whole thing is Nick Patrick said he forgot to actually do a fast count.
It's funny how that shit seems to happen a lot with Hogan. Referees suddenly forget what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's basically heavily believed that Hogan.
Well,
just
I mean,
want-
Hogan has so much cocaine that you can smell it off of him, brother.
True.
if you smell what the Hulk is snorting.
You can't smell it because he gets rid of it too quickly. He just goes up, and it's gone.
And it's gone. God damn.
I will say, I think, at least in terms of health-wise, Hogan looks a lot healthier here than he did during his WWF run. Probably because he has a more lax schedule and stuff. But
Man, better say.
Hmm?
No. You finish.
I was just gonna say he does look a bit healthier than like even the last time we saw him, which was only at Survivor Series '89. So, and this is 6.5 years later, something like that.
For what? Bossman?
No, I'm just saying Hogan looks a lot healthier than he did the last time
Oh,
we
Hogan,
saw him.
my
And
bad,
that was
sorry.
'89.
He's smaller at this point.
No, I mean even
Like
in face, he looks a little bit younger than I think he was with the last time we saw him.
It's the mustache.
It's
It might
it's
be the
yeah,
mustache.
it's the mustache, and I think he let his hair flow down a bit further as well.
Yeah, I
And
think
just
you're right.
he just seemed healthier.
Probably because it was essentially his fucking playground to do what he wanted with, but
Pretty much. And also, I think the loss of muscle mass around this time kind of also attributed to a couple things too.
yeah, he's
'Cause, like,
a bit faster.
Because if you look at like him, how he looked in during the '80s, and then you compare it to this, like he definitely doesn't. He still looks like like a big muscular buff strong man, but not to the same extent. I think even by NWO that was even more the case. When I look at a lot of how he
That would
appeared
have
during
been
that time,
about a year later. So yeah, he could have lost quite a bit
Yeah.
more weight by that point. I just realized he's got. Oh, we can never fucking escape Jimmy Hart, can we?
nope.
No, I even brought it up as the match started.
Dude, I apologize.
You'd
I
never
didn't
see
hear
this
you.
in WWF. Jimmy Hart managing Hulk Hogan.
To be fair, we haven't actually seen that yet.
Here we go.
Wait, was this actually the first time this became a thing?
For us, it is anyway. He did manage Hogan, but I don't think it was until like 92, 93 or something in WWF.
Oh, I not realized that.
No, at the moment, as we're watching like the normal pay-per-views and stuff, Jimmy Hart is still a heel manager, so
Right, of
Leg
course.
drop.
and of course.
You got him. Of course.
And I'm not singing it again. Obviously, I will wait until I have had time to write down some lyrics.
He's all got the coke running through his veins.
He was born and raised on good old cocaine. The Dungeon of Doom
That's Kamala.
Oh, hi, Kamala.
and the Zodiac.
The hell, everybody's coming up.
Fucking Shark. There's Luger. There's Mang, I think.
Is that Quake in the background as
Yeah,
well?
Shark. I believe in WCW.
Let's just hear like came here in my good suit.
Would have been on the WF program in the day before, I believe.
Mhm.
So this was a shock to everybody, apparently.
Wait, that no, he wasn't on WBF at that time.
Uh, yeah, he was.
Actually, yes, he
Yeah, he
was.
was.
It was a hush hush deal that Luger would appear on Nitro
No,
while
well,
still contracted.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying prior to that, you mentioned WBF. I was like, WBF was not a thing at that
I
point.
didn't say WBF.
I could have sworn you did.
It might just be my. It might just be my terrible accent.
I think my ears are dying.
I was gonna say, even I heard WWF.
I really am going bad.
Oh no, he's.
We need to buy you new ears.
Yes,
I'm just
I
getting him an
agree.
hearing aid.
God damn it.
Okay, so we've now got the big fucking promo.
Coming up, more
Or-
Nitro.
Coming up, more night. I actually read that as more intro. I was like, wow, how
More
fucking long is
intro.
this fucking show?
The N and I are in the wrong places.
I really need to go for a piss, and since I can't hear the promo anyway, I'm gonna go for a piss.
Yeah, piss break.
But yeah, I looked it up. It was that the Luger had a WWF house show match in St. John, New Brunswick, a day before, or a night before his appearance at the first Nitro.
Oh yeah, that makes it all the more.
Basically, the thing was his SummerSlam contract expired, and he left. He decided to leave the WWF without letting McMahon know beforehand. Basically, is a sign of him saying, "I didn't want to be in this company anymore," because they promised me I'd be their hero, and I'd be the US today and sleep with a USA pillow.
Yeah, because
ride a stupid bus.
yeah, Luger's American hero shtick did not work at all.
If all you need to know about is just watch the OSW review of All Aboard the Lex Express. It's amazing, like how OSW just tears into it, because it really is bad in a hilarious way. This is really awkward for me to look at because I can't hear it.
It's just Luger speaking about how he's here and playing with the big boys.
So how are you seeing it? Do you just have your own account?
I have my own network account.
Nice. If only they did the same thing here over in Canada. Stupid how it works over here.
I mean, Tyler's mentioned that if you have the network as a channel, you can request a login for the website, but you have to request it.
That's not fun. Especially because the problem is I don't watch TV. I don't think
Because I mean,
even
the
when
idea of having the network on a network is a good idea, but you need to have a way for people that aren't subscribed to it, like your cable package, to get it.
Package.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just the problem. Is like I don't watch TV really anymore. I don't have a cable package here. Even when I get, and the thing is, even when I get an apartment out west eventually, whether that's later in the year or whether that's next
Welcome
year,
back.
Thank you.
I'm probably not gonna get a cable package. It's not enough things for me to watch to care to be paying the money for.
I got snacks.
Nice.
Oh, welcome back, Turbo. What is
See,
the
that's-
snack of choice?
Pringles.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's usually why I ask people if I can like watch stuff on the network if they allowed it, because network in Canada is a pain in my bum. And yes, I said it like that.
What the fuck is that?
Why is
These
that man
buttons and
holding a
hands?
chihuahua?
It's Mongo. That's all you need to know.
That's monk.
Just anything that involves Steve McMichael during his time at WCW. Oh boy.
So was that? Oh yeah,
Not
that
good.
was the end of the first episode of WCW Nitro.
it just ends like that. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Uh,
It just
yeah, I've left in the next episode thing as well, so.
don't worry about it.
That's
Hooray!
all good.
So we get to see the next episode and countdown.
Right, it's
Actually, hang
starting
on a
Me
minute.
and Think.
I'm gonna take a look at
TVPG
something whilst
violence.
this is launching. I'm gonna take a look at something whilst this is launching because I gotta check my PS4 to see if something finished downloading.
The
anyways.
episode has started, so let me know if you need me to pause.
No.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
Alright, we are all synced up then.
Yeah, we're relatively synced up. I had to wait like a second for it to buffer, but that's about it.
Alright, I'll
I
just
love-
pause for a second then.
We're synced.
Thing is, not watching Nitro when I grew up, but I love the intro though.
It is a good intro.
Yes,
We're
Oh, live from Miami, Florida.
I love the original Nitro music, like the intro
Right.
thing. Just really nice. It's a very 90s-esque tune, but it's still a really good 90s-esque tune.
That
Yeah,
and
it's true.
explosions.
And we actually hit the Nitro arena here. We got, well, yeah, by that I mean like the intro and all that, the entrance.
Good
Fucking,
old
I'll get
classic
there eventually.
Nitro Arena.
Yeah, we've actually got the arena now. Hooray!
Hooray!
Much as I like the
Progress.
mall setting.
I will just be using the Nitro arena for all the simulator matches though, because I'm not looking for a fucking Mall of America arena to download.
Meanwhile, as I just
Oh boy, Hulk Hogan has put his title on the line, and he'll win.
Wait, did they just say that?
Oh my god!
Bobby the Brain Eden.
Yeadon.
God, he looked fucking bored right now.
I always felt like that was most of his time in WCW. He was kind of in a lot of ways he was just bored.
I couldn't probably understand that. I mean, at this point, he'd been wrestling and doing the whole manager thing for a really long time, so
Oh,
he might have just
Hang
been
on.
burned out.
yeah, it's possible.
Currently getting a recap here of what happened on the previous episode, which I actually didn't see because I went for a piss.
That beautiful championship.
I don't know what this is.
God, I missed the World Heavyweight Championship belt.
hmm
It is still a very pretty belt.
Still the best
Yes.
one in my opinion.
That I wholeheartedly agree with.
Still much better than that crap Universal belt. That's for sure.
At the
Then
very
again,
least, the
any belt is better than the Universal belt at this
Yeah.
point.
At the
Tell
least-
me about it.
The Universal
than
title is better than the fucking spinner belt, though.
Oh yeah. Big gold belt.
I don't know.
Oh no, I heard
I'd
that.
rather
from-
watch a belt spin than have jam.
Holy crap! I remember. I recall this. I used I set up a US account so I could get the PlayStation 4 WWE Network app,
hmm
and I just decided to take a look at it real quick and update it and whatnot. It still remembers that I was signed into Wraith's account.
Don't think that's a thing anymore at this point.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking, like, isn't it deactivated?
That's the unfortunate thing.
Ray's gonna get a surprise when he finds the WWE Network on his bill.
Now, here's the thing: he'd have to actively reactivate it.
Yeah.
I'll say right now, the first. I mean, we're not gonna. Let's just say we're not gonna be ranking like what we usually do for the for this show. But what were your thoughts on like the first episode?
It was all right.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent.
50 minutes. It was.
There's Sabu.
Oh, there's Sabu. 50
Yeah.
minutes. Pretty okay matches, especially the Flair and Sting one, in my opinion. It just goes to show you your show can be very average, but if you don't oversaturate, less than an hour, that's still good enough. very enjoyable. Fucking better than Raw was last night. I'm not going to shut up about that because it sucked.
I mean, NXT takes that route.
Yeah.
Their shows are usually no more than an hour.
Baron Corbin, why do you exist? Okay, that's a bit. Okay, I'm not that harsh,
Okay,
but
okay. We'll give him one thing. His entrance theme is good.
Who do you think you
but that's about it.
are? I do like that song actually. They still haven't given him proper fucking attire. He's still wearing his
Waistcoat.
GM, yeah, his GM waistcoat as we call it.
Got a
That pretty much is his ring gear now. He just
I
looked at it
know.
and probably thought, yeah, this would be cool. It just like, yeah, wrestles a businessman apparently.
So we've got Sabu versus Alex Wright here.
Yep, Sabu's actually debuted now and we'll see him for all of 2 months. Like he knew early on the mistakes
Mhm.
of that company.
Well, I think did he actually leave or was he fired?
I'm pretty sure. I think he left. To be honest, if I remember correctly.
Because I'd be surprised if he went straight back to ECW because he might have just done 2 months and then just had one of those like stay-at-home things where he can't wrestle for so long because he's still in the contract technically.
Yeah.
There's just lights on in the ring.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. That is really, really strange.
Right.
Oh no, Sabu's got a chair.
Oh,
To be
no.
fair, that was a good bump. With Sabu, it's a bit 50-50 about
people-
whether he's not going to land it.
Like, people shouldn't leave their beer in there.
No, not a good
No.
idea.
That beer is gonna get punted soon.
I know. Oh, get suplexed on those.
Suplex City, bitch. Oh,
Pretty
did you
much.
see Brock Lesnar's appearance? He did exactly what we all expected. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. My God.
Well,
I even expected nothing and I was disappointed.
Thank you,
Just
Dewey.
Just please drop the bell and just go away.
Yeah.
Go away. Wait a second.
Please retire.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm fine with Lesnar as a special attraction. Just don't put the fucking titles on him.
I know.
Timers should never be champion.
Nope.
Yep.
And if you want to
the
put
worst
the
part-
title on them, make sure they lose it the next fucking night or something.
After like 24.
Worst part is there's like people who try to defend it. It's like, oh, it makes it a spectacle when you see them. It's like,
Right.
yeah, but that
Yeah,
but that
the
also
problem
works
is
against it.
Lesnar doesn't put on a good match.
He can he tends to, I find, with the smaller guys, but
Wow.
Well, I mean, with the smaller guys, he has a better option. But if he doesn't give a shit about his opponent, he's gonna phone it in.
well, I know that. I mean,
Dean Ambrose.
Oh
Yeah,
that was
he really
that
couldn't
one.
give a fuck about that match.
I don't think either of them cared about the match, to be honest.
I think Dean was
They all-
actually interested. It was said that he was actually quite pissed off over Lesnar's lack of interest during the match. But you're not wrong in what you said. Lesnar has good matches with the smaller guys, but I actually think that probably annoys Vince quite a lot because I don't think he's had a good match with any of the big guys since he got back. At least not with them one-on-one anyway.
Yeah, because honestly, if you're gonna put big men in a match with Brock, it's got to be a triple
You
threat or
got it.
fatal four-way. If that main event at SummerSlam is anything to go by.
I'm going to be honest here. I know it's a bit controversial because of the 31 Mania main event. I don't think Lesnar and Roman's had one good one-on-one match. I think
What the
I think the 31 match is at best average. I don't like the fact it's just a bunch of suplexes and a bunch of finishers. I think it's really overrated, and I think people. I love the ending where Seth comes in and cashes in, but I found
Yeah,
the
that's
Seth-
because Seth saved the match.
I liked that part, but I didn't like the rest of it. And all his matches with Braun Strowman one-on-one have been terrible.
Oh God! Don't remind me.
Here comes the table.
Sabu, get the table!
Wait a second. That's not. This isn't. He's not a Dudley.
Sabu Dudley.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
that was nasty.
It was.
And he's getting up from.
He's also got something patched up as well. I just realized that. Fucking hell.
Really? He reversed the decision on Sabu and he's granting the other one the winner.
I actually felt that was a pretty fun match.
It's all right.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
think it was better than the previous episode's opening match.
I shall be right back.
More
I need
exciting, anyway.
Sabu
to-
won.
I shall be right back. I actually
Yeah,
need
no
to
problem,
peace.
Sabu wins the match, but he gets disqualified though.
Das Wunderkind wins. Okay, so we got VK Wall Street versus Sting as the next
Yes.
match.
And it appears to be the case.
Indeed it does. Oh, but first, we got old Mean Gene.
Woo!
Fuck it.
Fuck! Oh, speaking of, woo! Here comes Ric Flair.
It's probably going to be setting up something between Rick and Arn from last week.
Probably.
Yes. Nature.
I know it's very basic, but I love the set for Nitro.
Same.
It looks nice.
It's better than the boring ass stuff WWE uses nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
The same fucking set for practically every show, and ECW signing the crowd. Oh no, it's WCW. They just turned the W on its side.
Yeah, if you turn the W on its side, it's ECW. And if you turn the other W on the other side, you get EC3.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm still eating Pringles.
nothing wrong with some Pringles.
Pringles are good.
Limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing. Father of every boy in here because I'm a man slut.
I mean, that's a thing.
God damn, this guy must have been down more holes than an archaeologist.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Luger.
Has he got the biddly music yet?
No, there was no music. There was no music. There was no music playing
Luger
right
didn't even
now.
have any entrance music.
Oh, did he not? Oh. Oh, speaking of biddly, did you watch the new episode of OSW Thunder?
What's up? Sorry.
Did you watch the new OSW review?
Not yet.
Oh, you not seen the Rumble one yet?
No.
It's over 2 hours.
God damn. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it.
I'll give Lex this much. He does look like a good superstar. He's just no fucking real charisma.
Oh, excuse me.
Apparently AEW are trying to get the trademark for the Four Horsemen.
Right.
That'll be interesting if they try to revitalize that somehow. Okay, I'll have one more and then I'll put the lid back on because I'm going to end up eating all of these.
That's kind of what happens with Pringles, anyways.
As they say, once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, Pringles, I have Cheez-Its.
I think I'll prefer the Pringles, to be honest.
Same, but I don't have any, sadly.
I'm still fucking hungry as well. All they did was with moreish. I want more, damn it. He's even got the fucking Ted DiBiase,
Suit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, VK Wall Street meant to be Vincent Kennedy Wall Street, basically McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, close down some of these tabs.
Say bye-bye to the porn. Say bye-bye to the car stuff.
I mean, if you want.
Let me just make sure. I'm just going to bring up Discord real fast just to make sure. No, I was just going to see if Scarecrow would message me just in case he wanted to jump in with us. Poor bastard's working. Having to do the late shift, apparently.
There's Sting. U.S. champ.
Apparently, this match was for the U.S. belt.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the graphic come up or anything. Again, I'm too used to WWE stuff, so...
Yeah.
What? I don't know if anyone here is having this problem, but I've been having this problem with YouTube for a while. I like to search for videos, like I like to use filters to search for like upload dates. The upload date seems to be broken lately.
I've never used that, so I wouldn't know how to do it.
What? How so, Thunder?
I don't know, because it doesn't work anymore, I find.
Well, I haven't heard any issues about that.
Oh, speaking of
Well,
YouTube or rather
balls.
their owners, Google announced that fucking console early today, didn't they?
Yep, I don't see that working out well.
Nope.
That thing is probably gonna bomb.
It'll probably have a half-decent beginning, if not an actual good one, but it'll filter out really fucking quickly.
How is it broken, Thunder?
Google has the money to pour a lot into it, but
I think he means the search engine thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, what's the upload date kind of thing?
it used to like it's like the filters thing. When the videos come up when you search for something,
Yeah.
I usually search for upload date for more recent videos, and doesn't seem to be working lately.
You know what? Take the dollar signs off the onesie and paint his face. You've got classic Sting versus Crow Sting. At least from the back, anyway, it looks a bit like him.
Why did this launch?
You know, actually, again, take the dollar signs off and give him more of a gut, and yeah, Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, it's funny, but I would actually say in the face, I think Bray looks a bit more like his dad. But
Gotta believe.
obviously, there's a big difference in terms of size, but
Yeah.
and the big beard doesn't help
And
either.
facial hair.
I just meant like facial structure, like the eyes and stuff.
Right.
Is Bo still fucking employed by WWE?
Isn't he still doing the B team with Curtis Axel?
Didn't see him on Raw, but then again, I'd only watch half the show last night, so.
Believe.
Because I believe Bo and Axel are still a thing.
The B team.
I believe they are.
We'll see come Mania, because if they're there, they'll be in the fucking Andre Battle Royal.
Remember when the B team were Raw Tag Team Champions?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
WWE really capitalized on that, didn't they?
Indeed.
Although I think they did what I thought they would be. Transitional champions.
I actually expected them to have a fairly long, lengthy reign, primarily because of luck, but no. Apparently not even
Maybe,
gonna get
but
that.
then AOP happened.
AOP and fucking Vince losing any kind of interest he had in the tag team division.
He never had. I mean, he never had
High on the
interest.
tag team division in the first place.
I think he had like a very, very, oh yeah, we'll do something for the tag teams next week. Oh, no, I can't be bothered.
You know, that actually is kind of funny because AOP is two big men. Vince loves big men.
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty man.
Big sweaty.
So you'd think AOP as champions would just be easy business, but no. Because they're a tag team, it's not.
Do you remember when the McMahons came out and said it's all about us now, we're in charge?
Yeah.
I certainly haven't been booking Raw, I can tell you that much.
God damn.
Apparently we suck at booking.
Yeah. It's almost like we're as bad as the McMahons. Or wait.
Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
God,
Wait a
even-
minute.
Say, I don't recall booking Kurt Angle to beat Baron Corbin at WrestleMania.
Exactly. We wouldn't be, but if we,
It's
if
over.
they were really to give what we wanted, that we wouldn't have this.
Sting wins.
Yep.
Decent, okay match, I guess. Nothing special. But, yeah, God, anybody with fucking backing, unless WWE themselves want to do something, they will not fucking work. Elias, for example, has lost so much fucking momentum over the last couple of months.
Yes.
Which is
So
a
what-
shame with Elias, because the dude's good.
The dude's got
Indeed.
everything he really needs, but WWE just won't do anything. He's been stuck in this role now as the fucking guy who's gonna perform a show and in the middle of the ring get interrupted and then have some kind of feud.
Well, see, here's the thing. There are scripted plans for Elias to have a title belt.
Disco Inferno,
Disco Inferno.
the Renegade, and a guy I don't recognize.
This Saturday, 6:05 p.m.
And Big Bobby whatever versus I don't know, and Brian Pillman versus Alex Wright.
Indeed.
It's interesting to try and see who's going to be on these cards because I actually don't know who some of these people are.
You know, I could have sworn I saw the Renegade on there.
Yeah, you
not
did see the
Ultimate
Renegade.
Warrior.
Oh, they fucking WCW teased them so badly with that, thinking it was going to be Warrior, and it wasn't for at least until '98. I had that terrible match with Hogan because Hogan wanted his win back.
Wasn't that also the match where Hogan decided to try his luck with fire?
And he singed his eyebrows off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
it's
ain't
Scott
no-
Norton. Oh god, I haven't actually seen that match, but I've seen that clip where he goes to the fireball, it just blows up in his eyes.
What match?
It's like-
Which match was that?
Hogan Warrior, I think Halloween Havoc '98.
I gotta.
It
now that I
sounds
hear
like
that-
it was Hollywood Havoc.
Now that I hear that, I gotta watch it after this. I have to
Yeah.
see that. Because I remember, I mean, I heard something, but I've just never seen the match. But
It
I
is
wanna see-
terrible anyway. I mean, you're talking about two guys way past their prime, so. And speaking of a guy who's still in this prime at this point, Randy Savage.
Oh.
Oh, he's getting attacked, okay.
Freaking Scott Norton.
I know nothing about this guy.
Unknown. Me neither.
He's a big sweaty man.
I do know
Big
I
sweaty
do know
man.
he was with
Big
the company
sweaty
a long
man.
time. I think he may have even been like a U.S. champion at some point, or at least a TV champion. But I know nothing about him like I know like everybody else. Like, I know more about Savage, obviously. So, oh fuck, Savage just gets thrown like a little bitch.
Just gets tossed around the ring.
Damn.
Clothesline to the outside. It's funny because it's like at this point in time, if you hadn't had enough of the old fuckers from WWF, you could come to WCW and watch them there.
Pretty much.
At least for Savage, though, he could still go.
Oh,
And suddenly we go blank.
what the hell?
Jeez.
Give me a hug.
That was a hug, I assume.
I think it was meant to be like a rib breaker or something.
I don't know. Just it looked more like he was hugging.
Give me a hug. Need a hug?
No bear hugger.
Oh. Catch and release.
So obviously this would have been still September of '95, and we'd still have been in Diesel's terrible reign in WWF as champion, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. Just realized.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Oh shit, we would have just had fucking SummerSlam main event with Diesel and Mabel, King Mabel. Must see television right there.
Ooh.
One of the worst fucking, if not the worst SummerSlam main event of all time. Yeah, you can kind of see how Nitro picked up traction with stuff like that happening on the competition.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys hear the rumors that Mania this year is going to be the longest Mania of all time?
Oh God!
As if it wasn't long enough.
Last year's with like the pre-show was what 7
It
hours?
might have been longer than that. Like at least, I don't think it was quite 8, but I think it was longer than 7.
Because the pre-show itself was like 3 hours long.
Yeah. Are you ready for the weekend WrestleMania? 48 hours.
Oh,
Takeover, and it's like the takeover for that will just be on a Friday instead.
Yeah, Mania goes 2 days, 48 hours. Takeover still gets 2 hours and is the better show still.
Oh, easily.
Even the
Quality over
Hall of
quantity.
Fame gets better reviews.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I do look forward to Mania week because it's a long week of wrestling. It's like, you got Monday, Tuesday of Raw and SmackDown, and then the Friday through Sunday of all the other of Mania, Hall of Fame, and Takeover. It's a long week of wrestling, but it's usually a good one.
I mean, it should be relatively decent.
I mean, Takeovers are always good. The Hall of Fame I enjoyed watching last year. There's at least a couple matches on the Mania card that look good, so. Baron Corbin notwithstanding.
As long as they change that match.
Alright, so out of every match that's currently officially announced, what's your favorite match on the card? No speculation, just the ones that's been announced.
Honestly, the women's triple threat.
Yeah, same.
Same here.
I mean,
There's really no competition. It's the women's triple threat.
Yeah, that's really the only thing.
Here you go, Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Here comes the shark.
Here comes the shark.
Let's come.
Yeah, yeah. If you really if you
Oh,
think about it,
oh,
there's at least like 9
oh,
matches
he's stuck.
confirmed so far.
It's the elbow.
There's still a
Yeah,
lot more to come, probably as well.
he
Exactly.
got it. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
7.
And there you go. I like the ending
Get
there, where
down.
he couldn't get off his legs, so he couldn't kick out. That was actually
The
quite a
hell is
creative ending.
That's actually a decent match.
It wasn't
This
bad.
man. So yeah, so we got Lesnar versus Rollins for the Universal Championship. We got Rousey versus Lynch versus Flair for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yep.
But Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yep.
Triple H versus Batista for the No Holds Barred match.
Yep.
I
For
forgot
the-
that was a match.
Give me what I want.
Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
That's 6.
I forgot that was a match too.
AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
7.
Oh, forgot about that match.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
8.
And finally, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the
9.
United States Championship.
And that's only
How did I
been.
forget about that one?
And that's only the ones that are confirmed so far. We still have the Bryan
So, let's just
WWE
add
Championship
another-
match. I think there's going to be at
Yeah.
least 5 more matches announced.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
we'll-
gonna make a joke saying add at least 10 more.
Up next,
I mean-
the face-to-face confrontation you've all been waiting for.
what's going to that's exactly how they're setting it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think probably going to have at least, I'd say probably about 5 more matches. You've got obviously the Raw Women's Tag Team match, which hasn't been announced, but it probably will be. The WWE Championship match. Usos defend their titles. They're going to have to, let's face it.
On the pre-show.
Reigns and McIntyre.
McIntyre.
That's another match. That's actually
Yep.
been announced. I'm surprised you didn't actually mention that one though.
It's not. I don't. It doesn't show as a confirmed
Oh,
match.
does it not? All right, so that's 4. I just need one more, and I'm actually correct with 5.
It's just that Drew challenged him, but because Reigns was in there, the match
Oh!
hasn't been made official.
Asuka's title match as well. There's your
There you
5.
go, there's 5.
Yep.
Oh my god!
So we're
this
gonna
is
have
be-
a Mania with 14 matches. In this current era as well, this is not going to be like WrestleMania 4 where it was over in 3.5 hours. This will be like a 9-10 hour long event.
I'm not looking forward to that.
I am, just because it gives me an excuse to watch wrestling all evening and all night.
Oh
Listen.
boy, it's Hogan time.
Hogan time.
He's going made. He still got Jimmy Hart with him as well, I just
Yep.
realized.
With a good old cocaine.
Cocaine them.
I haven't finalized the lyrics yet, so no, I'm not going to sing. I didn't realize these two would have a match, like, just the very next Nitro. Although, Hogan appearing on 2 episodes, right? One after the next. Fuck, he must have...
Who are
been-
you and what have you done with Hulk
I
Hogan,
know,
brother?
you're putting in way too much work rate, brother.
Oh, I thought I joined WCW for less work, brother.
I just got a drink.
Let's see here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Right here, we're seeing one of the problems WCW had right off the bat with episode 2. They're giving people pay-per-view main events on Nitro. Could have easily built towards this match over the course of weeks, but no.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, you want to gather an audience, but know when to sell the fucking match, please.
It's pretty much just how it is, I guess.
Well, it's just like I say, oh, nice takedown there from Hogan. Fuck.
You didn't do that in the WWF.
No.
Learn a few tricks. A few new tricks.
Let me show you something Bubba's wife taught me.
Oh shit! Oh,
To be fair, WCW was always more willing to showcase actual wrestling than WWF was.
Yep. That's why people were really got into WCW for a number of years. Then they
Nice.
excuse me.
You are excused.
To be fair, I think that's why I preferred, like, I've only seen a little bit of WCW and NWO from the 80s, but it's vastly superior to WWF.
shit! It's a fucking pose down again.
At least during this time, yes.
Even
Yes.
during the 80s, I still think WCW was better.
What? No, I was saying that. That's what I was.
Oh,
that's what
sorry.
I meant. But at least during this time, WCW definitely was better.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say WWF started getting better till 97, probably.
Yeah, 97 was kind of really when everything started to become in motion. It's a really underrated year in general for WWF. Is 97.
Yeah, people usually go to like 98 for like Attitude Era stuff, but the fact of the matter is they were putting like the building blocks in there for 97, and it was really good actually. Got to see some of Austin's rise, Rock coming out as a bigger star, DX.
Mm-hmm.
Brett's meltdown.
Yeah, that was definitely a meltdown, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny Days.
Oh boy, that was a thing.
Sunny Side Up. Oh wait, that was many years later.
That was always stuff. Wait a minute.
I'm aware.
That's the only way to watch. That's the only way you can watch it. Is
Yeah.
the
Stretch.
OSW
There
way
you go.
because it makes it enjoyable.
Torture rack.
That move has never looked right, in my opinion.
No.
What, the torture rack?
Yeah,
Like a
it
piggyback
just looks
rack.
really clumsy.
No.
My part of my head is itching.
Scratch it.
I am carefully.
No, he's
He's
hulking up.
hulking up,
God damn it.
brother.
The cocaine's hit the spot.
Oh, there's the cocaine spot, brother.
There, here he goes. Ooh. 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 Oh.
You gotta love that Hogan's Hulk Up is basically just
Here we
no
go.
selling everything.
Right.
Basically,
Here we go. Wait a minute.
That's when the cocaine kicks in.
Here comes the Dungeon of Doom.
Oh yeah, this was a thing.
Shh.
These guys were a thing since I think '94.
We're a bunch of mid-carders and we don't like Hogan because he wouldn't let us go over.
Here's Macho.
To be fair, I'd actually love to see a mid-card stable in WWE now, because there's not a lot for a lot of them to do.
Sting's in it.
Oh wait, we do. We have. It's called Three Man Bland.
The 3-man Bland.
Just a mid-card of evil.
The mid-card of mediocrity.
Or as thanks to Holly Davis, I always just look at those three as, why are you a team? Because really, why are they a team?
Gotta have something to do.
Pretty much. But now it looks like they finally are doing something away from each other.
I'm gonna get another
Drew's
fucking
gonna challenge.
promo
Drew's
here.
gonna have a match with Roman. Drew is probably gonna have a match with Roman.
To be fair, I actually wanted that match.
Finn Balor will probably have his rematch with Lashley at WrestleMania. To be honest,
God, no, please, I don't want another fucking Bobby Lashley match.
well, unfortunately it's probably gonna happen.
Well, I found my piss break match anyway. I'll watch Finn's
Well-
entrance and then I'll go to the bathroom.
And before it's a Demon Balor. Which, if it is, then it means Balor's winning.
Yeah. To be fair, I'd be surprised if they had Lashley walk out with the title anyway.
Pretty much. Not that they should.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like Mania season, really. Another promo going on here. This is a strange way to end the show. We're not used to
I know.
this, to have them do promos.
Second straight time these two. This is ending it like this.
Unfortunately, I can't hear it, but I'd be surprised if they're saying anything if they really any interest.
Why is my
It-
Elgato
blah blah
stop
blah
to
blah
load?
blah. Luger exists. Blah 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 blah. War games.
Apart from Sting,
We're a bunch
everyone.
of angry men.
Apart from Sting, every last one of these guys, all three wrestlers in the ring, have been in a title match at Mania.
They're just arguing.
Not a lot to say here. It's still the same fucking promo. At least it's not fucking Dino Bravo trying to break the fucking world bench press record.
It's basically blah 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 blah. Luger in as the fourth man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
because
much.
War Games is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Watching this on mute is no fun. Rabble, 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 rabble. Still not that fucking chihuahua.
Mhm.
He's still dressed
Sure.
up as well, that poor thing.
Uh, some Mexican.
What?
Mexican dog there.
Oh. I know. And next week we've got Paul Orndorff versus Johnny B. Bad. Really? That's an interesting get up. The Nasty Boys on main event. With I don't know. William Regal
Mhm.
or Steve Regal at this point.
I was gonna say, what's a William Regal? I only know what Steve Regal is.
And that was the end of episode 2. Okay then.
Goddamn. We're going to episode 3.
Yep, one more to go. I did say 3 episodes. I'm at the TV violence thing here, and episode is loaded.
Yep, we're still saying.
Good. I think I left in those loading screens like I said earlier. Because I totally meant to do that.
It happens.
And if nothing else, at least we can sync up with a lot more ease.
Mhm.
So where are we this time? Live from New York City, New York.
We're just live.
A lot of fireworks.
Lots.
Look at all that pyro.
God, that was the day. And somewhere Ted Turner loses about $10,000 just for that little bit of pyro.
Oh, the dog is back.
Oh, that fucking mutt.
It's not a mutt, it's cute.
I don't like chihuahuas. I like big dogs. I like Alsatians, Labradors, stuff like that.
That dog's like, help me.
You see, and this dog would go on later to get a contract with WWF, and he'd be better known as Pepper. We all know what happened to that poor fucker.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh. There's some sirens going off. What the hell?
This is before the Scott Steiner thing.
I was
a
about
thing,
to bring
though.
up the exact same thing.
Who the hell is this?
It's the giant.
Oh, it's the giant!
Now, refresh my memory. His, or rather, let me know, because I haven't heard commentary. Is this still pre-war games or post-war games?
This is post-war
I
games.
assume this is post-war games.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't know who he is, but can one of you please
I
turn
was
it
gonna say,
down?
why do I hear an echo?
Hmm.
Oh, Brian, why
Yeah, I'm
is it
hearing it
coming
too.
from you?
Hey, at least I get to hear it now. I know, bad
And like
joke.
that, this episode's been copyright
I know,
struck.
that's the only problem I have is the fact that if it's got the audio, it might get a copyright strike.
I think it should be okay.
I'm hoping.
At least
Even
in this
then,
case.
Opie, turn your sensitivity down or your volume down, because that's for you, buddy.
Thank you. And once again, Bobby Heenan looking bored out of his mind.
Mhm.
My ear itches.
Well, you know what you need to do? Scratch that fucking ear.
I could.
Alright, so we've got oh, what the fuck were these two called? The I don't think it was the Heartthrobs, was it?
Bagwell?
Yeah, it is
Yes,
Buff
it
Bagwell.
is. Buff
Remember that guy?
I'd
Buff
rather
Daddy.
not.
Buff Daddy.
Judy Bagwell in a pole match, or Crane. What was it?
Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Yeah, that was it. American Males. That's it. I have no idea who his tag team partner is, though.
Who knows?
Apparently WCW did because they wrote his check. So they're playing. Oh, right, we got
Oh, what the hell?
Terry Funk.
Oh,
Oh no, it's sorry,
There's our Harlem Heat,
Harlem Heat. We
the Hall
beating
of
up
Famer.
some British guy. I have no idea who that is. It's not Steve Regal. I know that much.
Say the hell with that. We're gonna take them on.
Speaking of Harlem Heat, WWE Hall of Famers now.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig that, sucker.
I just saw Sherry actually in the background there for a second.
That's sensational.
Was he known as Sister Sherry while she was with Harlem Heat?
Oh, from their culture, yeah, you gotta call them sister. Sista. Sister. Views expressed by Opie May 100 do not offend to them.
Oh, I'm okay, if people don't know that by now, then I'm already fucked as it is. Is this gonna be a tag team championship match?
Yeah, tag
Ow.
team titles. Yeah,
Well,
they want to put them on the line.
fighting champions. This could actually be a pretty good match.
Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got.
Which is obviously of a Buff Bagwell match.
Oh, it has got Booker T in it.
That is true. Booker T does usually upstage Buff Bagwell by about 15 notches.
Like I say, I have no idea who Buff's partner is, but he might be a good wrestler as well.
Look like the freaking Chippendale dancers you would
You
see
say
in fucking Las
Chippendale, I
Vegas.
immediately think Rescue Rangers.
I know. Dan, your fucking
My
costume.
palm is aching.
Yeah, I get that a lot after a lot of masturbation.
I mean, whatever helps float the boat.
That's double drop kick.
Oh god, I got stretched.
So I take it. I know I brought this up earlier, like at the beginning of the episode, but I take it nobody's seen like any of these matches or anything.
No.
Correct.
Alright, so we're all watching these for the first time then.
Alright.
It's an experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's also probably why we're talking more about what's happening on screens because it's all new to us as well. Like when we watch
Pretty much.
the old pay-per-views, we've all at least seen them once or twice in the past. So Hogan wins. Oh my god, I'm shocked.
Hogan wins, lol. He was doing it before Cena was. People want to say Cena wins, lol, as a joke back then. Now, but long ago it was Hogan wins, lol.
La, 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 la.
Yes, pretty much.
And Reigns pre-leukemia was Roman wins, lol.
No, Reigns pre-leukemia and probably soon again is gonna make him look strong. Damn it!
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There's about 100% chance of that happening.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing:
That's
if you've
about
not already,
101%.
if you've not already noticed, he started to get booze again already.
I haven't, really.
It has been happening. And here's the thing: if he starts getting booked like as the fucking big face again, it's gonna happen. It's like, we're glad you're back, Roman. We're glad you've gotten rid of your disease, but we still don't want you in our main events.
I mean, let me put it to you this way: Reigns' first pay-per-view match back was the main event.
Yeah, that was that one. I think people were okay with because it was a Shield main event, really.
What a spinning heel kick, though.
That's why I'm actually really glad that it's going to be Roman and Drew McIntyre. I actually think those two will have a really good match.
Watch, it's gonna be the main event.
I swear to God, if that's somehow the main event, I quit.
Yeah, I think I might actually start watching if they put that on as the main event.
To be honest, I
think-
don't think they're actually gonna do that
No, they
because
I actually
It's-
think, ironically enough, I think that will actually end up being Roman's best WrestleMania match as well. And you know, it's probably one of the very few that's not in the main event.
It'll probably be the one time Roman doesn't get booed in the main event.
Can't
Well,
be booed in the main
Batmania.
event if you're not in the main event. Smart thinking, Vince. We want it raw.
again, I feel bad for him because it's not like it's his fault. It's
I mean,
just
he's not the star they want him to be. He's not gonna be like. He's not the guy people think of when they think WWE. I don't care what anybody says. He is a good hand. He's a decent wrestler. He's just not fucking WrestleMania main event.
Well, I mean, nowadays he's definitely not with, guys like AJ Styles there.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's
you know what they should do, honestly.
what?
Have a fresh change of pace for what what I'm trying to say. Have like a fresh change of pace for Reigns. Send him to SmackDown.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually.
Right.
It'd be some.
Oh, we got new tag
Oh,
champions.
Fucking
Oh,
American
hey,
males.
yet another one.
American males. American males.
These are two guys.
Yep, Buff Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell
and
is-
Buff
I don't
Bagwell
know their
held
names.
gold.
Buff
Yes.
Bagwell does not look like he doesn't look recognizable that much with that
I'm
style.
pretty sure he's still quite young at this point. I mean, nowadays, wasn't he recently a gigolo or something?
Think so.
Opie's dream job right there.
What?
A gigolo.
Oh, jiggle. Well, yeah.
I think it's mainly all women, and unfortunately, they are probably above your age range.
Look at freaking Sherry being carried off.
Opie likes them in single digits, not triple digits.
Hey! God damn it.
Not a bad match, actually.
Yeah,
Actually, quite a good match. All the opening matches so far have been really good.
right.
Yep. It's just a shame we're bad at talking about them constantly.
I know.
No, I'm not. Fucking. At the
Oh,
end of the
shit.
day,
I'm being put
you
to
and I have
sleep.
done that before, Thunder. We've both
Slim
had
Jim.
fucking text
What was-
files with fucking play-by-play. It's not worth it.
No, we don't have the
G.
panaz.
I just checked actually. I think this is episode 15 technically. I'm not sure.
You're not hallucinating.
Yeah, I got it. I still actually have to edit Survivor Series. I've done SummerSlam, which will probably go up in in a week, but just after Mania roughly. But you still need to fucking edit Survivor Series together.
Yeah.
Hello, Rick.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. See, this robe is much better than the piss-colored one from earlier.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Another promo here. I will say it does seem like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, seems the best setup for a weekly wrestling show. It's just
Yeah.
it's long enough that it's enjoyable and you can have decent matches, but it's short enough that it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Right.
I think even 2 hours is pushing it a bit. 3 hours is just fucking stupid. Like, who in their right man would do that? Vince.
Yeah. 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 Why do I keep saying
I
yeah?
have no idea.
I think I'm just going crazy.
Come
Don't go
join the rest of us,
crazy.
buddy.
It's fine. I swear.
Oh,
If-
Opie, before I forget to tell you, I am not going to be picking Goof Troop as my pick for SLPH, I'm afraid. Opie? Opie?
Opie's dead.
Come here, boy. Come here.
So,
You died,
I'm
Opie.
just saying.
That's what
I
happened.
was talking with Nova the other night. I'm not going to be picking Goof Troop as that pick I got for SLPH. No.
what happened?
I'll say it a third time.
Sorry, man.
I'm not going to be picking Goof Troop for the SLPH pick I got.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I haven't come up with a ruling yet. I'm picking FF7. Fuck it.
Just call it FF7.
Because I just kind of want to see Gold struggle with it, to be honest.
We're gonna have a 9-hour race.
No,
You-
it's just gonna
you-
be
you-
it's just gonna be to the end of Midgar, so it can be done in less than 3 hours.
You
easy.
just want to witness him suffer.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
We're talking about
At
the
least
same guy that
pick,
got lost in
at least you
Pokemon.
didn't do me levels of suffering by picking Superman 64.
Oh, that was just
damn.
fucking vicious.
Oh, I love that.
But to be fair, if I'd have known how quickly that race was going to be over, I'd have joined you guys instead of just been there for commentary.
I don't care if I
baby.
came last. I don't care if I were to have come last. I would have liked to have been part of that.
You were going to come last.
Because it would
with
have been
Gold in
fun
there.
to just hear everyone lose their minds to how bad the game is.
Just then there's no time to waste.
There's
And
no...
I'd just be sitting there like, this is good. Because it's making for good comedy. I think.
Oh, all these fireworks going up in smoke. Still, it is nostalgic to see all this stuff. Why can't we have nice things like fireworks nowadays?
Mr.
Who
Wonderful.
knows?
Got Paul Orndorff here, way, way past his prime. I believe he would not be around for much longer than maybe a year max before he left. And essentially retired after that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe he's still alive, hopefully.
Is Paul Orndorff still alive? I believe so.
I'm fairly certain he is.
Yeah, he's 6 years, currently alive, age 69 to be 70 this late October.
Oh, fair enough. I know he was inducted into the Hall of Fame some years back, but I couldn't remember if he was still alive or not. Oh, he is, though. Good. But this is
Unfortunately, Orndorff is part of that was part of that WWE class action lawsuit that a bunch of wrestlers had filed against. But as far as I know, the case has been dismissed because a district judge ruled that some of the claims were frivolous and some had been filed after the statute of limitations had expired.
And this is going to be, like I said, a bit of a mismatch. Mr. Wonderful versus Johnny May Be Bad.
Right.
Oh, God. He was wasted quite a bit in WWF. Fucking Mark Merrow.
Yeah.
The only thing he got even the slightest bit popular for was the fact that his missus had huge knockers.
Mm.
And that's an instant DQ. Pop that fucking thing off in Orndorff's face.
Hmm.
Any Mark Merrow fans here?
Not really.
I actually do
I-
like him as Johnny B. Bad. I've seen some of his stuff before this. It's actually pretty good, but yeah, as soon as he hit WWF, he just went fucking down the toilet massively.
Be right back.
Yeah, no problem. He shot his load into the crowd. Oh yeah, Opie's not here. Sex jokes don't work.
Literally, you said it 2 seconds after you said,
I
be right
know. I
back.
literally just fucking thought. Wait, he just said he left. God damn it.
Timing is everything.
Timing. Who is that ringside with Orndorff taking his... it might just be like a ring hand or something. I thought it was a manager or something for a second.
No, that does not appear to be a manager.
I mean, to be fair, I thought the first two episodes of Nitro weren't actually that bad. In fact, I thought they were actually halfway decent. But
Well, yeah, they were actually decent.
this one been okay as well. Like I said, the opening match, the tag team match was actually really good.
Yeah, that was a good match.
And these are more digestible. Like I said, you've got less than an hour per show for quite a while. But these two are going to start making out in a moment. Oh, well, I hope they don't anyway.
Nope, it's not Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. You're fine.
I don't care really, but anyway, I was just saying, less than an hour episodes are easier to buy. Unfortunately, Nitro ended up taking the same path that Raw has these days. They went to 2 hours and then they went to 3. And
Well, yeah, it was actually Nitro that pioneered that.
My shoulder.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good to hear.
It's nothing too serious.
But I was saying, yeah, they went 3 fucking hours way too late. Like, they were oversaturated. It just shows you that WWF have not, well, WWE haven't learned from WCW's mistakes. The only reason they haven't lost all their money is the fact that they're probably a public traded company.
I think they are.
No, that's what I mean. WWF are a public traded company. WCW weren't, so. I might just be talking up my ass.
Well, actually, wasn't WCW like owned by AOL Time Warner by the time it was done?
By the time it was done, yes, but it was mainly just owned by Turner for the longest
Yeah,
time.
because at this point, this was Ted Turner's.
Oh yeah, this is still very much
baby.
Ted Turner's thing. I don't think it was like till 2000 that it became part of AOL and Time Warner.
Yeah, and by that point, the WCW was basically nailing
It already
its
the actual quality of the show had already taken a massive turn for the worse. Like, I don't think it was all of 2000. I think it was like probably mid to late 2000 the Time Warner thing happened. I might be wrong, but it's not really just due to that. The company was already pretty much grasping at straws to stay above water at that point.
Yeah.
And then you get things like fucking what's his name winning the world title, David Arquette.
That David Arquette did not want to do, for the record.
Nope, he didn't. He was very much against it. Even donated what was it, like his wage packet from Benin Ready to Rumble to something or other.
Something like that.
He donated it to something. I just can't remember what the cause was.
And then, like last year or something, he participates in a death match.
Yeah, got fucking slashed on the fucking throat. Jesus Christ.
What did you expect from a death match?
Not actual death. And Orndorff has just won the match.
What is this about Big Slash in the throat? Who and what now about deathmatch and?
The David Arquette
David
death
Arquette's
match.
death match.
Oh yeah, that.
Because that was fun. A 40-plus-year-old actor in the wrestling ring, but not just any wrestling ring, or any match, I should say. No, he's having a death match.
I think he learned the hard way not to do it.
The problem is, he saw Terry Funk doing those. He's like, hey, I could do that too.
I think he did say like after that had happened, he said he was not doing any more death matches.
Well, I hope not. I do like the name of it. I do like the name Deathmatch. I think it is actually a really fucking awesome name, but there's no real rules established in it other than that it's essentially a street fight, hardcore match, no holds barred, whatever the hell you want to call
Well,
it.
I mean, the thing is, you can have, like, death matches with a stipulation. They're more so prevalent in Japan.
Yeah.
And here's the thing I will say about Arquette. I'll say this to like. And I will say this about him. I do give him props for deciding he wanted to like leave a more good impact on his own wrestling career than a bad.
Oh yeah, he definitely. He's one of those that obviously actually really loves wrestling as well. So
He probably. I think I'm guessing with him it was just years
he is what.
years of being like the laughing scapegoat because of the whole WCW thing.
Yeah, I know some people tried to blame WCW's downfall on him, but that company was already falling at that point anyway. So
I honestly just feel bad for Arquette. He never wanted that title. Because he knew how stupid it was.
the movie was fucking atrocious as well.
Yeah, he knew, like he didn't want to. He tried to tell people. He tried to tell them, look, don't put the title on me. But Russo was not having it. Sadly,
I do like the one thing that came out of that movie and his sort of title reign. And I know it's going to sound stupid because of how over gimmicked it is, but I love the triple cage.
oh, the cage.
I just like the concept. It's essentially a over convoluted ladder match, but I think it's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, it is actually quite. It is quite amusing.
I mean, I could do without all the fucking like the guitar room, the weapons room. Just make it a free fucking steel cage thing. I'd love to have seen it back, but I understand why they don't. I'm just happy they actually have started bringing in a few more WCW things. I'm so happy they decided to bring in more games.
Pretty much.
Even if it's only for NXT, I still think it's awesome. Oh, Randy Savage and his fucking atrocious outfit number 162 here. Looks like something Lady Gaga would wear, actually. I forget, have we actually spoken since Fastlane? Have we actually spoken since Fastlane?
Probably not.
Oh, what was your opinion on Fastlane then?
It was,
It was something. Oh wait, you're talking to the game. I'm an idiot.
No, just either one of you. I know I've spoken with Opie since then, but I don't know if I spoke to either of you two.
I mean,
I think you did speak to me about it
it
before.
was one of the better fast lanes, but that's not saying much about fast lane.
I don't remember enjoying it too much. I actually think it's been the weakest pay-per-view this year so far.
Well, it's the weakest pay-per-view, but it's probably one of the better fast lanes. Because historically, Fastlane has been a shit-tastic pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm struggling to really remember anything good off any of them. I'm sure some people liked things like Goldberg Lesnar, one of them, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Goldberg winning the title off KO, sorry. And I think Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns had a match at the first Fastlane, or maybe that was Roadblock, I can't remember.
God damn it.
Again, I can't hear the promo, so I have no idea what's being said right now.
Same. If I could hear it, if I was able to hear it, I'd probably be able to be a bit more like explanative of the things and mention about some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, Slim
Basically, it's
Jims.
something, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Luger's come out to have a stare down or something, I guess. I'm not sure.
And the same attire he had a few weeks ago.
These weren't. Obviously, these were all live as well, so this wasn't like just them recording consecutive Nitros in the same building.
Yeah, Nitro is actually live.
Something WWF would not do for a long time, actually. Even after WCW's death, it took them a while. What was it, like 2006 or something, I think? Before they started going live?
Maybe?
Actually, I don't
But
think it.
obviously it took even longer for SmackDown to go live.
Oh, yeah, actually, 2006 might have been a bit late. I'm not sure. Because didn't Raw do it like one live, one recorded, or something like that?
Maybe?
I'm not sure.
Oh God!
Luger's been presented quite a lot on these shows, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Excuse me. I'm guessing they're setting up some kind of match between these two at the next show, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like.
Oh God! Now I've gotten itches again.
Thankfully, the promo's over, and I think we have our next match coming up: Brian Pillman versus Ric Flair.
How far into this is the third of the shows, right? How far are we into it?
31 minutes in.
So about halfway through.
More than halfway, I'd probably
Ish.
say.
We're about like 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, the shows are pretty. Like
Oh yeah, that's right.
Those shows are
It
quite
is
short.
an hour, but then you got to remember cutting out all the commercials.
So it's like 44, 45 minutes.
Yeah. So I'd say there's probably either one or two more matches left.
I'd probably say the next one's the main
Looking
event.
at the timestamp card, we've only got one match left.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can actually log into that.
Yeah!
Lucky
Hey,
bastard.
look, Hogan on a motorcycle. And a bunch of old women crowding around him.
It's a motorcycles. I don't know.
Brother! What is up with Mean Gene's face? It's very red in this place.
It's probably like boiling hot.
Maybe. Even Hogan's got a lot of red face. His blood are due to the cocaine, brother.
It's what he's known for.
True.
And if he isn't, then we'll make it something he's known
I will
for.
make it so he's known for cocaine. Oh, what the...
Oh no, it's a monster truck!
It didn't take them long to start bringing this shit out, did it? 3 fucking episodes before the monster trucks. Oh, this led to that fucking monster truck match on top of the building, didn't it?
That's gonna be exciting to look at when we get to that point.
We could do if we ever get to a point where we need another...
Has the fuel tank been busted just from the look of that?
Probably. If we ever need to do
This
another
is-
one-off like this where one of us can't do it for some reason, wants to...
I'm also still not.
do another
I,
WCW.
I'm also still not used to the time when I say the Giants, like Big Show, whatever,
Big Show.
like having
Paul
having
White.
long hair.
Unfortunately, I can sort of remember him because when he first joined WWF, he had it for like a year or
Yeah,
so.
he
Oh,
also had
oh yeah, that's right.
his
This
long
has
hair
already
when he
happened.
joined.
Actually,
I think this is.
at what point did he get rid of that long hair? Was it? I know he had it for a year because he still had it at Mania 16, I believe. Oh, that was quite athletic. Um,
Oh yeah,
Well,
big.
yeah, this is when the Big Show was athletic as fuck.
Yeah,
he's
like
jumping
he,
over the fucking ropes and everything. Jesus.
like if he had maintained the shape that he had during his time in WCW and was allowed to do the things he was doing, he probably would have been. His career probably would have gone down much differently.
Yeah.
Probably.
To be fair, though, you gotta wonder if that would have just fucked his body up even more, even quicker. They were still doing all that athletic shit.
Maybe?
He did have more longevity, and that is probably due to the fact they had him slow down. So
And the thing is, his physique is closer to where it is here now.
yeah,
Right. But yeah, you do have a good point though about how his body would have been.
like I said, I just don't think his body would have took it. So not for long, anyway. Oh no, I'm looking at a picture here. Show had gotten rid of the long hair by Mania 2000, so but I think he still had it at the Rumble, so
Oh yeah, because I remember The Rock cut a promo on his haircut.
yeah, I remember now. So it would have been around late January, February, or something when he.
Also, I just realized this would have been. This is probably around the last couple months before Pillman started developing the loose cannon gimmick.
I
This would have
think,
been around your. This would have been only like a couple months before that all started to happen.
like I said, I think if I recall, I think either late '95 or definitely '96. Anyway,
I believe it was.
Pillman left, went
I
to
believe
ECW for a while.
it was the end of '95, I believe, when the loose cannon gimmick started.
And then obviously he went to ECW for a while and became Brian fucking Pillman. And then went to WWF for a bit before he passed away. And unfortunately, at this point, he would have be dead within 2 years. Shit. Oh, just over 2 years, maybe, I think.
It's also just kind of unfortunate with Pillman because the whole he that gimmick likely would have been a lot more had he not gotten into that accident.
Mm-hmm.
Accident. I thought it was an overdose or something.
No, no. Around April of '96, he fell asleep behind the wheel and crashed into a tree trunk.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. He broke. Didn't he
Like
badly injure his leg or something?
he went into a coma for about a week, and his ankle was completely shattered.
Fuck. You have to wonder what would have happened if he hadn't passed away, though, because he was in a pretty high-profile feud with Austin at the time. Like, would he have maybe even been a main eventer or just stayed like in the mid
And as far
card?
as I know, Pillman's death was not a overdose.
Sorry,
His
I just
death
love the
was
flare flop there.
his his death was part of a undiagnosed heart disease that he had.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm gonna probably butcher saying this, arteriosclerotic heart disease, or ASHD.
Hmm.
That was considered the cause of death. Although at the time an autopsy believed it was a heart attack.
I genuinely just couldn't remember. I wasn't watching wrestling at the time, and I think I've only seen like a couple episodes of Raw around that time where they brought him up about what happened, so I couldn't remember. Actually, been a good match this. But then again, two very good wrestlers in the ring, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm bumping like a boss.
Hmm.
I was going to ask a question. It's just completely gone out of my head now. Oh
It
yeah, I
happens.
just remember now. Unfortunately, I mean, I just realized I don't think either one of you would have been born when this show happened, would you?
What, me? I would have been alive.
Would you?
I was born in March.
Oh, so you would have just
I definitely wasn't alive.
yeah, you weren't. Fuck, that makes me feel old.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah, I'd have been about 95, so I would have been.
So then, that being said, I'm officially now 9 days away from turning 24, so I'm not
Oh,
far
poor
off.
you.
Poor me.
Yeah, I turned fucking 30 in 5 months.
Oh, wait, hang on, 5 months. That would be August, I think.
Exactly 5 months, because 20th of August, my birthday.
So you're a couple you'd be about 3 months up on my weirdo.
Are you a weirdo?
A friend of mine from my
Oh.
server. He's gonna be 30 this November as well.
At the very least, I can say I'm not the oldest person I know in these servers.
Oh, Lone Wolf in my servers, he's probably mid-30s now, I think.
I'm pretty sure, like, say, I know Paris and Gold are both in their mid-30s.
Isn't Nova also in his mid-30s?
Nova's early 30s, I think he's like 32 or something like that.
Was it? What was? I'm
Isn't
trying to think.
isn't DZ like in his 40s?
Yeah, I was gonna say DZ or something. It was DZ
Dead
or something.
Zergling,
Who
yeah,
was
I'm
like,
pretty sure he's like, when I met him, I think he was
he's
about 42 or something. He'd probably
yeah,
be
I think
about
he is in his
45 now.
40s. Shit, I did not realize. I thought he was younger than that.
He'll be no older than 45, but he is in his 40s, I know that much.
Yeah,
At least I can claim I'm
Meanwhile,
not.
there's a figure 4 leg lock going on.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Yeah, Pillman's
it is Ric
submitted.
Flair after all.
Good match, actually. But again, was
Yeah,
kind of
that's a pretty
expecting.
decent
I
match.
was kind of expecting though. It was a good TV show main event, not a pay-per-view main event, obviously, but good match.
Indeed.
I just realized though we're still in the days before they had a proper cruiserweight division. Like, there's no cruiserweight belt. There's no.
Yeah, I don't think they
I
really.
mean, they've got just Juicing from the Liger and all that, but
They had cruiserweights
they didn't actually have
during
a
this
proper
time.
division at the time.
But yeah, I don't think the division was probably really until I want to say early '96.
It will be next year, but let's say to start things off, no.
I guess the easiest way to find out would be when the Cruiserweight Championship started, which was 90. It mentions 90. It was March 20th, 1996 was when the first was when the Cruiserweight Championship was born. So
who
yeah,
was
close.
who was the inaugural champion?
It was Shinjiro Otani.
I actually don't know who that is.
I
Is
don't
that
reckon.
the
No,
end of the show? We are panning away. Is it still
It's
the same episode? I think so.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
Well, we haven't
It
seen
usually
the
it would post
the
it would post the
trademark
graphic.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, the graphic on screen.
it's just weird how they did that cutaway and went to black.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
There was a commercial.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. What am I saying? Oh
Like-
God!
It's like this is on TV.
Indeed.
I know. It's
I'm
just I'm not used to cutaways like that. That's all. So
I'm just glad I can't hear Mongo.
unfortunately, it means you can't hear Bob Heenan though as well.
Or Eric Bischoff, for that matter.
Yeah, even
I
Bischoff's
know.
not bad.
He didn't. Yeah, or Bischoff was fine. He was not a bad
Well, he was
commentator.
originally a commentator
'Cause-
before he
Yeah,
became.
because the guy knew the move. He knew to call the moves. He knew what the moves were, and he could get into the matches he was watching. Made sense. Fire.
And what did they have for episode 4? Alex Wright versus Disco Inferno. I don't know. Macho Man versus what's his name?
Hooded
And
guy.
the pig from season 1 of Power Rangers versus Lex Luger.
Yes. Perfect.
At least it's not Mantar.
Oh, there's the trademark thing. It's just showing us graphics
And
for
there
next
we
week's
go.
episodes.
And that'll do it for Nitro.
Yeah, that was the first 3 episodes of Nitro. Actually, we got through that quicker than we did the last couple fucking pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I'll just stop sharing the screen. I mean, obviously we're not gonna do like out of 10s and stuff like that, just because of the the nature of the shows and stuff.
Right.
I mean, first 3 episodes. I mean, what did you guys think of the first 3 episodes?
They're fine.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty decent.
They had some pretty good matches on there. It's more wrestling focused, and Hulk Hogan wasn't too overexposed.
Was Hogan even on that 3rd episode?
Aside from that thing with War Games, no, he wasn't.
No,
I mean,
that's why I said that.
it's like, I mean, it just goes to show you that not oversaturating with literally hours of wrestling can work wonders to make what little is there look even better. So each show was.
That's the thing. That WB I think needs to understand. Just let the guys wrestle. Let them have a very large portion of your shows be about the people in the ring. You'd be amazed at how much people get into the matches and into what they're watching.
I think 1-hour episodes would also make it easier for the writers as well, because WWE struggled to write 2 hours of good television every week, and they couldn't, and they had no chance once they went to 3 hours. So, yeah, I would actually like to see them go to like an hour, maybe a max an hour and a half television again. I mean, this was nothing special. Don't get me wrong, but everything felt good. At least there was nothing really outright bad. At least it didn't feel that way.
And
Yeah.
nothing felt like it dragged.
Exactly, yeah. Nothing dragged. Everything was okay. Obviously, it's still early days for WCW Nitro before you start getting all the fucking promos from the NWO and stuff like that a year from now. But, yeah, maybe in the future we'll go back to WCW and stuff. So yeah, next time hopefully will be the 1990 Royal Rumble. As we said, apologies for not having that for today, but Scarecrow had to do the late shift at work, and he really wanted to. He really wanted to watch that, so yeah, we decided to do this one instead. And Opie has just arrived back. Sorry, buddy, you've missed the end of the.
I've watched the main event in my living room.
Oh, you
but,
watched it? Okay.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
Well, but hopefully,
actually, since you're
Scarecrow
here, what was your
returns.
opinion on the 3 episodes we watched?
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Fair enough. All right, so gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight.
No problem.
Okay.
That wasn't planned, by the way.
We'll be back next time again, hopefully with the 1990 Royal Rumble. Until then, have a good night.
Later.
Goodbye.
Boy.